Gone to a new job on Blurton Road, started to dig the footings out. So I've got 5 lads there this morning just trying to get it dug out in one go. Turns out there's been no submission for building control whatsoever. So architect never did it. So we basically asked to pull off the job. We've literally just started. Morning guys, it's Monday and we are up and about early. So basically we've got some paint in the back. We're going to go and take that up to Corey, up to Ford Green Road, so he can make a start on getting that property somewhere like back to where it should be. Then we can make a decision whether we actually sell it or we're going to end up selling it, I think, to be honest. But yeah, we'll make that decision. We'll get it back to how it should be. I'm going to have to go and sort that bath out, I'm going to have to cut all the silicone out, deep clean it with a steam cleaner, and then re-silicone and sort any issues as to why it was leaking into the ceiling, basically. And then I've got to go up and make sure Tyler and Josh are cracking on up on the new job that's starting this morning up at Blurton. And then I've got a mag drill in the back as well. The bit should have picked up this morning, to be honest. I knew I'd got it, rather than making me drive all the way up to Wimslow to drop it off to him. And then I've got a sofa to pick up this afternoon from Knutsford to take it over to Park. Where are we? Where are we going to with that? Penkle New Road. Yeah, I had to think then. Got so much going through my head. But yeah, that's getting up to Penkle New Road, and then that can be rented out as soon as we have got a scaffold going up. So we've just decided just to do the roof rather than pissing about and ending up with, you know, a property full of tenants and then we find out that it leaks while they're in there. I'd rather just get it sorted now, so we're just going to redo the roof. Just come drop Corey some paint off and some cleaning equipment, a fucking mask. Yeah, mould remover, stuff like that. I've also got a tower scaffold ordered because there is a little bit of, I don't know if it's damp or what have you, but it seems to me like it's surface mould from condensation. But just to double check, we've got a tower scaffold coming, and I'm just going to take the bottom 3 or 4 rows of tiles off and just check what the fault's like underneath. When we did the refurb, it had all new windows, it had new fascias, new gutters, so I know it's not the guttering. So, but we'll investigate, we'll get any issues sorted that need to be sorted. It's going to be completely decorated. The bathroom's going to have an overall, basically silicone out and what have you, resealed, shower sorted out. And then once that's done, then we can get it up for sale. So just nipped over to see Tyler, he's cracking on now. They've got the pickup here. Basically all they're doing here now is, so basically we've got a retaining wall there, that's got to come down now. Got to get all these slabs up, gate posts have got to go, and then basically we've got a double storey extension that's going across here, all the way up and all the way back to the back. So yeah, this one should fly up, to be honest. It's not a massive extension, double storey though. Obviously we're going to have an issue where we're going to have to put scaffolding on next door's drive, so we're going to have to keep them sweet. Possible party wall agreement, get that in place. But yeah, pretty plain sailing hopefully this one.
Just started this new job today, Blurton Road. Going to be a little side extension where this old carport used to be. Just ripping all this wall down today. Take these posts out. Wait for the skip. Got the skip man coming in the min. Josh is coming, we're going to stick some ply there. Set the drive for the customer. And then we'll be chucking everything in there and getting as much ripped out as we can for the day. Wall's down now. Just getting last few bits rubbish out of there. Josh is with his breaker. Going to have to take this this wall down as well, because you need the 150 bearing for our footing, because our external comes to literally there, so we're going to have to take that out so we can dig the footing underneath. Then once the skip's here, we can get rid of this lot. So wall's all down now, slabs are pretty much all up. Lo and behold, still waiting for the skip. Things you love to see. All the slabs are up, all the bricks are out, and the skip just turns up. Lovely. Just loaded the skip up with what we've got here. Just having a tidy up now. Breaking all this up here. Josh is on the breaker on there. Get that off. And that'll probably be it once this is tidy for today.
Morning guys, it's Tuesday, so yeah, productive morning to be honest. Been up this morning, got in the office early, answered a load of emails, I've had a few back and forths, rung round all the lads. Got one lad who wants to go home sick because he's dying with what I had the other week, so it is what it is, but yeah, not good. But yeah, what else have we been doing? Been having some good conversations this morning with a few of the lads that are on the mentorship with Alex and Chris as well, about AI and how you can kind of incorporate it into construction business. Some good stuff going around, some like good topics of how it can be introduced, what people are using it for, how I use it. So because I've been massive on it, you know, I've been dyslexic. When I saw what it could do, I kind of jumped on it straight away, and I've used it a lot. But you have to do a lot of training with it. As we were saying earlier with, I think it was Alex, who was saying that, you know, when it produces like a text or something like that, it'll put things like hyphens in, very Americanized, and that's how people can spot that you're using it. You see it all the time, LinkedIn, you'll see big long passages, hyphens everywhere, and it's like, yeah, great prompting. But yeah, trying to now catch up with quoting. I've got 4 jobs that I need to go around and look at today, so I'm going to be in the car quite a bit. But I think I've got 2, maybe 3 quotes there that I need to get out. They're not for the most glamorous jobs in the world, so I do find it hard to get motivated to get them out. Because what I was saying last night to a few of the other lads, that I hate quoting, not because of the actual process of doing the quote, it's because you put all of that time into doing a quote, and then you'll send it out, whether you send it via email or whatever. I'll try and back it up with a phone call so as I can kind of put a face to it. Sometimes I'll try and do a Zoom call, but 90% of the time they just ghost you. You don't, you know, you try and follow up, you try and make a call, see if they've got the quote, see if they're happy with it, see if they want to do any value engineering to try and bring it within their budget, or, you know, whatever we need to do basically to try and help them. A lot of the time just don't answer the phone when you've sent it, so all of that work just seems wasted. So to me, it seems like a massive portion of my day is wasted doing quotes for people that are really not interested in having the work done at the price point in which we charge, which is why we qualify our clients so much. But it still doesn't work 100%. People still slip through the net. Are you with me? So I've just said, are you with me again, Hunter? I'm trying my hardest not to say it, but it's just ingrained in my mind that it just gets put on. I suppose it's like a Scouser going, or, you know, a Manx saying hackhead, or it's a Stoke thing, I think. It's definitely a me thing, but yeah, I'll try not to do it, but I reckon that's the reason why you'll actually start tuning in, to listen for how many times that I say, are you with me? Anyway, let's crack on.
Top coats all on. Nice. We've watched everyone out.
So it's been one of them mornings. So the lads have basically gone to a new job on Blurton Road, started to dig the footings out. quite a while back, probably, fair few months back, I mentioned to the customer who's building control with, and he said the council. So I've asked him this morning if he could contact the council and arrange, tell them last week that we've started, and then obviously today ask for an inspector to come out, because just have a quick look at up here now. So we've got a video that's come from Ben that's the ground's not amazing if you look there, so it's quite muddy, quite wet. I think it's due to the drainage that's close by that's been leaking for years. Basically, that's why the ground's so wet. But if you look at the existing footing here, you can see that the existing footing is not amazing, and it's suspected it could be a raft. So when we've actually got to the bottom of it, spoke to the architect, no building control submission's been placed. So that's now put us back at least the 5 working days for them to submit it to the council, and obviously the 5 working days to get a quote out to us and get it all sorted. So we're talking 10, 12 working days before we can go back to the job. So I've got 5 lads there this morning just trying to get it dug out in one go, because we weren't going to use a machine because the amount of services in there, and we couldn't really get it in there because of how the setup was with the land kind of on a gradient up to next doors. And then we've also had Bip. He said he's phoned me, told me feels shocking. I think I've already told you, so he's gone home. And the phone's just non-stop this morning, so I've had a fucking shit morning. Nothing's gone right. And the fact that I'm constantly trying to deal with all of those issues means the quote that I needed to get out, I still haven't even started. So yeah, that's building for you. So now back in the car, we are basically got the whole of this afternoon booked up for going looking at jobs to get them priced. So the first one is over in Alsage here. It's an old pub. I think it's called the Bank Corner, or used to be called the Bank Corner. We've got we've got a lead come in for us to go and have a look at it, to turn it into individual shops and then flats up above it. So just going to have a quick look at that. We've got all of the drawings, we've familiarised ourselves with those, but need to go and have a look at the building now. And then the rest of the afternoon we've got 2 others in, 2 small extensions that we need to go and look at. That'll probably take me till the end of today, so come with me now, or we go around and look at these jobs. So that's the building behind me. It's quite an iconic building, that is, in Alsage. It's called the Bank Corner. It used to be a really good pub, a bit of a pub type, nightclub type thing, but basically what they want to do, where the door is there, they want to split it down the middle. It's the pharmacy, which is literally across the road, that have bought it, so they want to split it down the middle, have one side for the pharmacy, rent the other side out, and then upstairs turn into flats. So as you can see here, this place is absolutely humongous. This bottom floor needs to be split down the middle, turned into 2 separate units. That stage there that you've seen, I've actually played on that with my band quite a few times and had some good nights in this place. And then upstairs, this needs dividing up again into the 2 flats according to the drawing, so they can be rented out separately as well. Quite a lot of work on this one. Going to be a massive job if we get it. So let's get back and let's start putting something together. But again, we've got 2 others that we need to go and quote first. And so that was the second one. That was just a rear extension on a detached house, local to me, not far away to be honest. But no drawings, nothing. It's pretty much an initial thought, and when I give him a rough ballpark figure, which I hate doing because it sets that false precedence, no one can give an accurate figure off a ballpark, and it's kind of, I've not, in 25, 30 years, I've not given one yet that's like kind of been anywhere near what it's ended up being when they've kind of added all the extra bits that they wanted on and stuff like that. So I hate doing it, but yeah, I could see it in his face when I told him how much roughly it would be. So he's had a card. He says he's now got to go back to his mortgage provider because he's got to do it with a remortgage and then come back to me. So, but we'll see. Right, now I've got to drive all the way across the city to Bucknell to have a look at another one, and it's the same scenario here. Initial thought, they don't know whether they want to do it or not. So as usual, Muggins here gets used as a sounding board and has to travel halfway around the city for free to give these people an idea on what they can and can't do. But unfortunately, it's part of the process. So, check this out. Bit of sun out for a change. So, basically, I've had a bit of a nightmare today. We've had young Bip has had to go home because he's feeling ill. He's basically got what I had the other week. Damo, our plasterer, he rung and said that he'd pulled his back out the other day, so he hasn't been in today. And then the lads have been to start a new job this morning over at Blurton, and we were told probably maybe almost a year ago when I originally priced for this job that building regs were sorted and they were with the council. Now this morning I've said, have you informed the building control that we've started, and then also can you ask them if they'll come and have a look at the test hole just to see about the foundations, because the ground wasn't very good. Turns out there's been no submission for building control whatsoever, so architect never did it. This is why I much prefer the design and build structure, because it takes away all those issues, because they're all dealt with before we even turn up on site, and we can make sure that they're dealt with. Whereas when the customer's using their own architect and dealing with their own submissions, if stuff's not done, you only find out about it not being done when it's too late. So we basically has to pull off the job. We've literally just started. I had 4 guys there digging it out, and we found out, you know, that you've seen the videos, the ground's not very good. So yeah, so luckily we've got Congleton Road, the new build, so I've had to pull them off and they can go on there. Baskerville Road is now ready for skimming. We are waiting for a couple of windows just to finish the back room off for a bit of dry lining, but I don't want to do that until the windows are in because it'll get soaked. So, yeah, as luck has it, we've got another job for them to drop on, but I've just had to explain to the customer that if we start that job, then we're going to have to finish it. We can't just leave an exposed foundation on a new build property. We're going to have to be very minimum, you know, concreted up. So yeah, bit of a nightmare, but we got through it, and that's what it's about in this industry. It's about adapting, because you get these curveballs thrown at you all the time. Right, now like we've done all these prices, let's get back and get some of them quoted for. Morning guys, it's Wednesday, so we're up and out this morning in the car. Need to pick up some paint basically to drop up for Corey for Ford Green Road, which is the property that you saw wrecked last week. If you didn't see that, go back to last week's video and have a quick butchers. Yeah, he's basically trying to get that sorted. I need to go there at some point and get the bath sorted, whether we reseal or whether we take the bath out and we do something with it just to check what's happening around there. But then today I am going up to Congleton Road just to try and get the lads going on that one, because obviously you've seen yesterday that the Blurton Road job basically has been put on halt because of the fact that no building regs in place due to the architect not sorting it out. So on site today, on the digger, flattening all this land out, trying to dig it out there because we've got a raft going. And I don't know if you can see, I'll just flip the camera around. The ground kind of drops down here. So what we're trying to do is flatten it off and bring some of the earth forward. As you can see, we've created a lip there. we've created this lip. It's about 6, maybe 8 inches, and we're just dragging it across here, trying to flatten it out. The pins are where the house is going. So there's one pin there, there's one there, goes across to there, just to the side of the digger, and then to there. So it's just a case of getting the land something like, it's very wet, shall we say, but underneath it's like really good clay, but because we've got all of those trees there, basically means we've got to put it on a raft. So we've got a really wet spot just over here. You can see there, this stuff is like sludge. What we've had is, as you can see there, there's allotments. So there's a little shed there, there's a load of roofs that they've had guttering. Basically, rain's been coming off, going into the guttering, then it's been coming through here, and then there was a barrel buried in the soil there, like a 35 litre drum, or I don't know what they are, 50 litre drum, whatever, but big, one of the big drums. It's over there actually. So we pulled it out of the ground, that was sunk in the ground and full of water. Then there's a drain pipe from there over to here, and then there was another one there. So all of this has been catching water from the allotment over there. I think this was an allotment originally. I don't know what it was some kind of drainage system, but what it's done is made this really wet in places. So it's dried out a lot since the sun's come out over the last couple of days, which we really needed. They're just getting that wall down now, so we've got access into the site. So yeah, that's where we're up to today. So do love a good day on site, to be honest, especially when the sun's shining like this and you're out sitting on a digger and what have you. So time for bed dinner now.
So today we're at, where are we? Congleton Road. We've got the digger out. We're digging a nice little plot, making it all flat. Let's get you a better fucking view. So the plan is, all out be flat, and then we can start digging a raft footing. It's on a raft, this one. It's got to go down 450 round your outsides, then your middle 275, and then a big concrete pour day. Hopefully we get a big wagon in for that. Let's go see what Tyler's doing, eh? Let's go see what Tyler's doing. What's happening, Tyler? He's got me a dumper, Rob has. Buzzing with it, to be honest, buzzing, mint little thing. Tyler's been taking this wall down all day. Look at him. Still going. Still going. That's your little run through of today at Congleton Road. Mate, yeah.
So, brickwork lines there. Because we're 150 past. And that'll be the footing line there then.
Yeah. That mark I've just done there, that line's your 250.
Yeah.
That one there.
That's the 250.
That's your 250 off your fence, because obviously that's the only straight point we've got.
That's the brickwork.
That's the brickwork line.
That's footing line.
That's the footing line, yeah. Well, if that's 150 from there, yeah.
Nice. Brickwork. That's brickwork. There's footing. So that's straight up off that corner and around.
On a Madden.
That's 11.
Right, boys.
Oh. So it's 11 metres 090.
You're listening?
Yeah,
Right,
I'm listening.
Are you going to explain how you triangulate?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
footing when you set it out, so you get it square.
So we got.
If you just give me a
Come on,
minute,
explain
and
it.
I'll get through it.
We got 11,090.
Yeah. So it's 11,090
Yeah.
times 11,090 equals. Whoa, hang on.
22 million.
Sorry. We don't want to that high, do we? So we'll do 11.09
No.
times 11.0. Oh, that's a fucking 110.09
Yeah.
equals 122.98.
100.
So we'll just put 123.
120.
I
Yeah.
try and write on your hand with a pencil.
It's working.
You have graphite poisoning.
123.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And we
so
got 7.6.
7.6. So it'll be 7.6 times 7.6 equals 57.7.
58.
50, yeah, we'll go 57.8.
57.8.
So
We got 123. There's the first
123 times
57.8.
57.8 equals
Is that your corners?
7,100.
That corners now.
But then you fucking square root it.
So basically, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make sure that this footing's square, what we've marked out. Now I've told them to use the old 3-4-5 rule. So 3 metres, 4 metres, and then 5 metres to triangulate it. Basically, they're trying to do the same thing, but he's trying to use big numbers, and he's just got right confused, hasn't he?
I only know the 3-4-5 method.
It's a good job he's a bricklayer, isn't he, not a ground worker. Basically spent the day here on that digger there, and we've got all of this flattened out. They're now marking out for the toe because it's a raft foundation, so we're going to get this dug off tomorrow. Yeah, and then hopefully we can get a pump to pump the concrete through, but it's got to come through all of that wood there. They'll let the roads do the side of it, so it shouldn't be too bad, but it's quite a big footing. Have a look. So we're up and out early this morning. Basically, I'm nicking a lift off Young Bip because they're working in Wimslow, and I've got to get up to Hyde and Manchester just to pick this new van up. So unfortunately, we've just had to nip over to Horton's. Well, it's not unfortunate, but yeah, on the way here, we've had to nip up to Horton's just to pick up some fascia that needs to take up there. So they're just sorting that out now. Hopefully I'll get up there. I need to be back here for 10:30 for an appointment. So it's going to be cutting it fine, to say the least. So today hasn't gone according to plan. So we're supposed to go and pick this van up this morning, but by the time me and Bip finished messing around with loading stuff onto his van, it was too late to go up there in order to be back here for my meeting at 10 o'clock, or 10:30, sorry. So basically I didn't go. I'm now in the pickup. I'm basically done my meeting. I'm now nipping over to Ben just to take him some fuel for the digger, because the jerry can's in the back of this, which is bloody typical. But hopefully while I'm up there I can basically poach one of the lads who can take me up to Manchester to grab this van, which is going to be fucking expensive because it means I'm going to be paying a lad's wage in order to drop me up to get this van, rather than jumping in with Bit this morning when he was going up there anyway. So, but it is what it is, no good crying over it now. I need to go up and get it, so I'm just going to have to work something out. So, come pick the new van up, it's behind me. Got Ian to thank, he's behind me here. He's basically set me up with this. So, apparently the world's greatest salesman, apparently, Chris says. That's what Chris says.
I'm only good when I can sell. I'm only good when I'm selling.
So, right, what do you think? Give it a test drive on the way home now, and then see how we get on with it. Just been picked the van up, as you've just seen. Got it back. Drives absolutely stunning. I'm well chuffed with it. I know it's a bit unconventional looking, but I quite like it. I think it's quite modern and funky. So, yeah, pleased with it. Obviously, thanks to Ian over at Premier Automotive in Manchester. Helped me out massively, you know what I mean, guided me through it with no issues whatsoever. So if you do need a decent electric van, and at the minute you've got a £5,000 subsidy from the government as well, so that helps keep the cost down. So yeah, proper chuffed with it. So got it there now. All I've got to do now is I need to get a charger fitted there. Got no way of charging it at the minute. But it's a bit surreal for me because it's the first ever vehicle that I've had that's been brand new. Never had a brand new vehicle in my whole life. So when I am 47, been driving for 31, 32 years, never had a new vehicle. The missus has, but not me. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I will keep you informed as to how it performs. Right guys, so as part of the mentorship that I'm on with Chris and Alex, they've asked everyone on the programme to price a particular job. They sent some drawings out, and it's just a bit of an example basically for us to see how far apart we are, I think, on the price, with being in different postcodes, having different overheads, you know what I mean, being totally different companies. And I think this is my interpretation anyway, I think it's designed so as we can see just how different companies are you with me? So obviously I've done mine, which it hasn't really sat well with me at all, because it was dropped on us last night, the drawings were sent, and as you know, I have got a backlog of jobs to price anyway, let me like jobs that I could win and actually pay me some money. So I've had to sit last night till about 2 o'clock in the morning pricing this job just for an exercise. So to be honest, I think it'll be good because we're having the call later on at 8 o'clock. God, this phone's going mental today. So we're doing the Zoom call, what was it called? The War Rooms tonight. And we're going to compare and just see how we come up with that, compare notes. Just so we all know that we're pricing correctly. I think I'm pricing correctly, you know what I mean? I've always double checked everything. I use a lot of ChatGPT just to double check everything. I've always compared with other people that I know that price, and then obviously I've been doing it probably, you know what I mean, I've been in the industry 31 years, so probably a good 25 years I've been pricing jobs, so I kind of understand how it's done. And well, been doing it a long time. If I don't know what I'm doing by now, then it's time to pack in. But if I get told off later on because I've not done it right, then I'll stand corrected. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to the exercise, to going through, seeing what everyone else has done, because it's meant to kind of compare with others. So you with me? You're comparing not apples for apples, because like I've said, different companies, different overheads, different postcodes, all of that can change a quote. But I think it's good to see the strategy that we've all taken into putting the quote together. But yeah, it hasn't sat well with me at all when I'm so busy, but I'm paying for to be on this mentorship, so there's no point paying and not doing it, is there? So job done, sent over, now let's get on to some real work.
One in literally half an hour or so, yeah, it did work. I just done a bit of editing. Mine was a cash one, or a yeah. One much different.
It's as much as possible. Yeah. So then, do you charge the same price all the time to the customer?
What's that for, sorry?
Ben's on cutting duty. Nice.
Friday guys, up this morning and out. We've basically got to be over in Wimslow to meet the customer. We need to make some decisions on windows, electrics, a few other bits. So we've got a meeting with her this morning, and I also believe that they have got the inspector coming out for the structural warranty. So we need to get up there now, see what's going on, and then get back into this office, try and catch up basically. Lads are cracking away doing the re-roof over at Penkle New Road that we decided to do. Given in the end, scaffold's now up, so they should be there and then obviously some lads up in Wimslow, and then a couple of lads as well doing the dig out on the new build. Hopefully we can get back onto Blurton Road as soon as, really, so because it's holding us up a little bit, really. It's messed everything up, but it is what it is. We've got to get around it, so hopefully it won't be too long now. Just bobbed on to the Wimslow job. Lads are cracking on. Roof's now on. It's just been tiled. Met with a customer and decided on what she wants for the windows, what she wants for the electric, stuff like that. Tidied a few things up. Now I need to get over to the next job and also get back into the office and get some stuff done there because it's getting piled up. What are you doing now, Beth?
Rooting around in a bird's nest.
Found a bird's nest, have you?
Fucking full of something.
Right, this van, it's been amazing to drive, but it's been a fucking nightmare to charge. So this is the third charging, so I'm at Asda at the minute, at a row of charging stations. And this is the third one I've been to. The first one, I plugged it in, I went into Costa Coffee, had a coffee, bit of something to eat, come out, nothing had happened. So just wasted basically half an hour, 40 minutes there. Tried it again, put it on charge. It showed up that it was charging, so I sat in the vehicle. I thought I'll just wait, I'll just give it a quick 15 minutes. After a minute it stopped charging, said your charge is complete, even though it was literally only at 40 odd %. So rung the number on the side, said she'd reset the machine, tried again, didn't work. So came here to Asda, tried that one over there, nothing had happened. Ended up the cable was stuck into the plug, couldn't get it out, messing about, locked and unlocked the vehicle a couple of times, eventually it come out. And then I tried that one, which is just there. That one's worked, so I'm now at 100%. So it's been a nightmare, basically. I've just run it through ChatGPT and it says they do have these issues, and apparently I've just been speaking to a guy and there was one up there on fire a couple of weeks ago. So I wish I'd have known this, but yeah, it's taken me best part of 2.5 hours just to charge it, which is not good, you know what I mean? That's 2.5 hours of my day gone. Obviously, once I get a charger at home, it'll be a lot easier, but they don't charge anywhere near as fast, but I can just leave it on overnight. But yeah, you know, I've been told you need to work out the infrastructure, work out where the chargers are, which is fine if you're not going somewhere you haven't been before. You know what I mean? If you're getting on a bit of a journey and you need a couple of charges in between the journey, if I have this kind of debacle, it's just not going to work. You know, that I think that's where the problem is. The van itself is amazing, drives beautifully, seems to get good mileage on the charge, but it is warm outside at the minute. Everything's perfect apart from the charging infrastructure. So a long journey, you know, I get about 250 to 280 miles depending on the temperature and all, you know, and what I'm using in here to a charge. So if I want to go like up to Scotland or somewhere and I've got to charge it a couple of times en route, could be an issue. So yeah, so 1 and 3 machines worked. So we're gonna have to see, aren't we? We're gonna have to, obviously we're tied in for 2 years now anyway, so but yeah, we'll see what it's like and I'll keep reporting back to you. But I've had issues already, literally first day.
second, Tomo!
Sorry guys, so that is basically your lot for this week. Short and sweet this week. Didn't really get the camera out as much as we should have done because we've just been so busy. Hope you enjoyed the new van. Really hope you enjoyed the new build. There'll be a lot more stuff coming from that one. What I'm going to say to you is, I forgot to do this last week. It would mean the absolute world to us if you could give this video a like, or give it a thumbs down if you want. Anything, I don't care as long as you interact. And then we need you guys to actually watch these videos to subscribe. So if you could just jump down there or hit the link when it pops up in a minute, just go and subscribe, and that will encourage us to do more of these videos and it'll get it out to a wider audience. So if you want to watch last week's episode because you missed it, have a look at that link up there. And if you do want to subscribe, and I know you do, it'll help us, have a look there. See you next week, guys.